And a very good evening, everyone, and welcome to Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium here on the campus of Collinsville High School. We are glad that you are with us for the final Friday night game here at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium of the year as your Collinsville Kahawks get ready to take on the Alton Redbirds. It is senior night here at Collinsville High School, and somehow or another, my video got published as unlisted. So no senior night festivities were seen by anyone because I even tried to get on my phone because I always have the game on my phone to make sure I'm on the air. And that just didn't happen this time, so I had to go back in and redo everything and pressed public. I had no idea it was changed over to unlisted, so that's why we have missed the senior night festivities. So I do apologize about that. But at any rate, we're going to get you going on here with a little pregame show brought to you tonight by Chiropractic Works in Collinsville, owned and operated by Dr. Chris McCluskey. He and his crew are focused on helping as many people as possible live high-quality lives all through chiropractic care and wellness. You can visit Dr. McCluskey at Chiropractic Works in Collinsville at 410 Regency Center, just off of the Beltline Road in Collinsville. Give them a call at 618-343-3602 or online at chiropracticworkscollinsville.com. Well, the Kahawks come into this contest overall 19-11. They are 6-5 in conference play, and they are coached by their head coach of 14 years now, Darren Lee, who has a winning record of 250 wins, 166 losses. Matter of fact, one more win. If you can do that here tonight, Darren Lee will be in a tie for third place with Willard Lawson for the most wins in school history. Lawson right now sitting at 251, Lee at 250. Of course, Bob Bone is in second place, and the venerable Virgil Fletcher at the top of that list. Alton, they come in with a record of 6-23. They are 0-11 in Southwestern Conference play this year under their first-year head coach Dylan Dudley, and they bring with them an offense that averages about 48.4 points per game. Collinsville up to 57.1 points per game on the year. Defensively, Collinsville allowing 48.9, while Alton comes in allowing 59.8. Collinsville is looking to snap a little two-game losing skid after back-to-back losses at Edwardsville Tuesday night. That was preceded by a one-point home loss to Miller Career Academy on Saturday night. Kahawks had won 4 straight for the current two-game setback. 5 of Collinsville's 11 losses this year by 3 points or less, and 2 of those by 1 point. Alton, well, they're suffering through a tough year under first-year head coach Dylan Dudley, the program's third head coach in the last 3 years. Redbirds won their season opener 88-67 over Carnahan. Alton would then lose 10 straight before they got back in the win column with a 42-39 win over Oakville. That was in the Prairie Farms Holiday Classic, where Alton ended up finishing in 14th place out of 16 teams. Since the beginning of the new year, Alton would sprinkle 4 wins and 12 losses over their next 16 games. Latest win was a 74-64 win over Althoff on Saturday afternoon at Teutopolis before they lost this past Tuesday night 74-55 across the river at MICDS. We'll take a break here on the Chiropractic Works pregame show. When we come back, we're supposed to talk things over with athletic director Clay Smith and talk about last night's Hall of Fame induction ceremony. If I can find somebody to track him down and get him up here, we will do that as the Chiropractic Works pregame show continues here on the Kahok Sports Network.
The OrthoGold TRT tissue regeneration machine is revolutionary new technology. It's known as a shockwave machine. In the hospital setting, it's lithotripsy. The machine looks sort of like an ultrasound head, but it's much different technology. It drives sound waves into tissue at 3,500 miles an hour. It's a 3 to 5 minute non-invasive treatment. This is revolutionary technology. It's great for acute, which means, injured tissue, new injuries per se. Also chronic conditions. We have many people who have canceled knee replacements and shoulder replacements and treated lots of plantar fasciitis, foot, ankle problems. Overall, the OrthoGold TRT soft wave machine is revolutionary technology. We've been very excited to bring it to our practice, and we've already helped a tremendous amount of people with it, and we're looking forward to helping a lot more.
Brady Pest and Termite Management in Caseyville. Brady Pest and Termite Management is your local pest control source. The Midwest offers its fair share of pest problems, and Brady Pest and Termite Management is up to the challenge. whether it's pesky rodents in the cold winter months or ants, spiders, and other pests in the warm months. Brady Pest and Termite is your solution. And termites? Brady Pest is tops in the Metro East in termite management. Do you have unwanted pests? Then call the best. Brady Pest and Termite Management in Caseyville. Call 343-1790 or on Facebook at Brady Pest and Termite.
Just because we're adults doesn't mean we don't have toys, am I right? If your adult toys consist of boats, campers, or RVs, then you need to call the GASA storage team of professionals. Winter weather in the Midwest can be quite harsh, and finding a place to properly store those expensive toys for winter can be just as rough as a Midwest winter. That's where the GASA storage team comes in, with outdoor self-storage and covered storage for your toys. They even have tractor-trailer parking, conveniently located at Horseshoe Lake Road and 111 in Pontoon Beach. GASA Storage, for the safe storage of all of your toys. Contact the GASA Storage Team, gasastorage@gmail.com, or call today, GASA Storage Team, 618-797-6100.
Your home is where you feel happy, safe, and secure. So if you see signs of foundation problems like cracks or uneven floors, worrying is natural, and getting it fixed is Basement Systems understands. We've been solving foundation worries 6. Woods experts have the training and equipment to make permanent repairs. So stop worrying, because with Woods, it's fixed forever. Foundation problems don't get better with time, they get better with Woods. The all things basement-y experts. Call or go to woodsbasementsystems.com today.
My name is Rayshawn Taylor, collegiate basketball player at SIUE. At the end of January, I had an ACL injury. I've been searching for ways to come back as best as I can after the construction. Dr. Chris introduced me to the Shockwave machine. I'm gonna be honest, at first I was kind of scared because I didn't want it to shock me and hurt me too bad. And I heard some of the research on it, and it turns out it didn't actually hurt. It just was a good pain. It's just finding where it hurts to promote the healing, and that's exactly what it did. I've actually had the surgery before. This time I feel like I'm back on my feet quicker, much faster. I'm much stronger than I was. And honestly, I feel like I could play right now. I'm excited to get back on the court. Thankful that Dr. Chris introduced me to this.
And we welcome you back into the Chiropractic Works pregame show here on the Kahok Sports Network. Collinsville and Alton hooking up in the season finale for both teams. And in case you missed it, last night was Collinsville's first ever inaugural class induction into the brand new Kahawks Hall of Fame. And joining us now, one of the men behind the whole thing, is Collinsville's athletic director, Clay Smith. Clay, I think, man, I was there last night and it was just a blast. And I think everybody came away just feeling uplifted and probably a little bit more knowledge too.
Yeah, it was quite an evening, wasn't it, Todd? It was awesome.
It was. So tell me about the process and how this all got started.
Well, you know, as I said yesterday, my opening remarks, Dr. Skirch and I got together before the school year began, and we kind of just discussed our vision and kind of our goals of how superintendent and athletic director could come together for our school, and creating the Kahok Hall of Fame was top on our list. So we then formed a committee of some trusted people that we thought would get behind us a little bit and move in the community, and the school board had a great buy-in and bought our presentation and went into it and gave us a great space. So yeah, it's just been a fantastic adventure. For, you know, we've been planning for over a year, so for that to all come together last night was truly amazing. And
it was really cool, you know, for those that aren't with us anymore, obviously they couldn't be there, but there was very few that didn't show up to accept their own award. I liked how there was a lot of those people there.
Yeah, you know, and that's the hard part when you start, you know, a Hall of Fame, because we've never had it. Obviously, Collinsville is so rich in our traditions. We could have had 50 people easy, you know, so getting that number down and limited was a challenge, but I think at the end of the day, we did it right, and then we had the right people in there, so it was awesome.
Yeah, and it was really cool to see the non-sports side of things, too, because, you know, you and I come from the sports background. Yeah. We do the sports thing, but I had no idea about the computer genius and the judge.
Right.
I knew about Shimkus, the congressman, but that was about the extent of it.
And I think that's the part that brings the community together with it, because you're exactly right. This is our world, being in gyms and on athletic competition fields. And I was talking to Ms. Rulicki earlier about it, and it was amazing to sit and learn about those distinguished individuals and what they've done. I mean, it was just truly remarkable. So I hope our young kids and our kids in the stands, you know, really enjoy this and research it, and because it really is teaching them about the traditions and everybody that's come before them, kind of, and what their accomplishments they made.
Yeah, I know the tribute videos are already up for everybody to see, and I understand that the whole ceremony itself is going to be ready pretty soon too, right?
Yeah, they're making some clips to it and making some minor changes, but yeah, they're going to go ahead and go ahead and put that out, so that's fantastic.
Already looking forward to next year's?
Can't wait. Already started planning today.
Thanks, sir. Appreciate the visit.
All right, thanks anytime.
All right, that is Clay Smith, the athletic director here at Collinsville High School. We will take a break. More coming up next on the Kahok Sports
My name is
Network.
Rayshawn Taylor, collegiate basketball player at SIUE. At the end of January, I had an ACL injury. I've been searching for ways to come back as best as I can after the construction. Dr. Chris introduced me to the Shockwave machine. I'm gonna be honest, at first I was kind of scared because I didn't want it to shock me and hurt me too bad. And I had heard something about it, and I did my research on it, and it turns out it didn't actually hurt. It just was a good pain. It just finding where it hurts to promote the healing, and that's exactly what it did. I've actually had this surgery before. This time I feel like I'm back on my feet quicker, much faster. I'm much stronger than playing last time. And honestly, I feel like I could play right now. I'm excited to get back on the court. Thankful that Dr. Chris introduced me to this.
The Collinsville Education Association is a proud supporter of KahokSports.com and the Kahok Sports Network. The CEA is your partner as they work to ensure quality education for our children. The CEA advocates excellence and equity in public education and represent over 400 educators in 11 schools in both Madison and St. Clair counties. For more information, you can visit the Collinsville Education Association's Facebook page or the CEA's website at collinsvillecea.org.
Collinsville High School alumni Stacy Lauenstein, CHS class of 91, Lisa Bassetto, Sarah Sulke, and Tracy Limp, CHS class of 94, Tony Geisen, CHS class of 96, and Kevin Robinson, CHS class of 99, want to wish all of our Kahawks a great year. We look forward to cheering you on and supporting you. Work hard on the court and the field, as well as in the classroom. Remember, once a Kahawk, always a Kahawk. Hashtag Kahawk Family.
The Ortho Gold TRT tissue regeneration machine is revolutionary new technology. It's known as a shockwave machine. In the hospital setting, it's lithotripsy. The machine looks sort of like an ultrasound head, but it's much different technology. It drives sound waves into tissue at 3,500 miles an hour. It's a 3 to 5 minute non-invasive treatment. This is revolutionary technology. It's great for acute, which means, injured tissue, new injuries per se. Also chronic conditions. We have many people who have canceled knee replacements and shoulder replacements and treated fasciitis, foot, ankle problems. Overall, the Ortho Gold TRT Softwave machine is revolutionary technology. We've been very excited to bring it to our practice, and we've already helped a tremendous amount of people with it, and we're looking forward to helping a lot more.
And once again, we welcome you back to Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium here at Collinsville High School. It is senior night. Again, my apologies for not being able to show you the senior night festivities. They didn't last very long because there was only 3 of them, so by the time I got everything figured out and back up and running, it was already too late. So these two teams met back on January the 10th at Alton. That was an 86-64 Collinsville win. That win followed a loss to Edwardsville. So Kahawks are trying to follow that same plan tonight after Tuesday's loss at Edwardsville, and hoping a win tonight can springboard a start into next week's regional semifinal, which is also against Edwardsville. Joining us now, it's been a while, Dr. Chris McCluskey on the other microphone. How are you, sir?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me back in the booth. Excited to bring everybody some Kahawk hoops action tonight. As you said, our last home game, and everybody's gearing up for postseason play.
Postseason play begins Wednesday at the regionals in Quincy, and we have been given permission to go, so we will have that game for you on the Kahawk Sports Network. We're going to make the drive out there. Man, it's been a while since you and I have done a game. Of course, I went to Vegas, and I had to miss that game, and then I had to do a hockey game, so you and Zach Roseman did a game together instead of you and I. I'm like, I don't think we've done a game together since the Prairie Farms tournament.
It's been a while. We both have some more gray hairs at this point since
yeah.
last time we saw each other.
Yeah,
looked like you had a great time in Vegas. That was good to see.
Yeah, I did. It was a blast. Hopefully I won't go back.
You know, I'm grounded from Las Vegas. Have been for several years, Todd.
All right, let's get to some more fun stuff here as we get you ready for this contest. Leading scorer for Collinsville, that's Jamari Weisinger right now at 427 points. He took over the lead from Jake Wilkinson early. Wilkinson missed a game earlier, so he lost out on getting some more points. Leading rebounder, Zach Chambers, he has 196. He is averaging 6.5 rebounds per game. He has 64 blocked shots on the year. No one else on Collinsville's varsity team is even into double digits.
Wow, yeah. Well, he's got a little bit of an advantage.
I think so.
Physically, right? Some strong gene pool there for blocked shots.
Yeah, you think so? I do not have any stats that I can really give you for Alton. They don't have, I think they have 10 games total on their stat sheet out of their 32 games that they've already played. So the only reason I printed them out was just to give a kind of a free throw percentage. So we're not going to go into that. So Jamari Weisinger averaging 14.2 points a game. Jake Wilkinson averaging 14.3 points a game. And Zach Chambers averaging 10.4 points a game. And those three are really primary gears in this Collinsville Kahok offense and defense.
Yeah, Collinsville's not super deep. You know, they have a fairly shallow bench, so we really rely on our sort of main sources of offense. And, of course, we rely on the big guys on the defensive end of the court.
That they do, and I don't know about you, but we got to try to find a way to figure out Edwardsville, because I'm kind of baffled when I look at the schedule that has already been played and see that you've lost twice against Edwardsville, but you've beat East St. Louis twice, and they're a state-ranked team.
It makes no sense. Other than, I'll tell you that I was shocked at Edwardsville the other night that they shot the three ball as well as they did against us here at our home gym. And it's tough to beat a team when they're shooting the three that well.
Yeah, and of course it's always hard, they say, the old sports adage, to beat a team 3 times in the same season. So going into Wednesday night's matchup, Collinsville's got that much going for them.
That's exactly right. I told my wife, I said, you know, as much as you want to win this game, next week matters, right? So you got to learn, go back to the drawing board and bring your A game up in Quincy next, what is it, Wednesday?
Wednesday, yeah. Wednesday at 7:30, Quincy will take on this Alton team in the 6 o'clock game in that regional. Coach Lee and the Kahawks are looking for win number 20 on the season tonight. They come in at 19-11, trying for back-to-back 20-win seasons and searching for the 7th 20-win season under Coach Lee. 3 of the previous 6 20-win seasons has ended with a regional championship, and that included last season. All right, here are your starters. We'll begin with the Alton Redbirds. You will find on the floor Hassani Elliott, a 6-foot sophomore, Byron Stampley, a 6'2" senior, Jamayan Everidge, a 5'9" senior, and Blake Hall, a 6'5" senior. I'm missing one because somebody's listed up there as number 3, and I do not have a number 3 on my roster, so I wasn't paying attention when Chad introduced him, so I'll have to text Mr. Kettler here in just a moment and see what I can figure out.
There you go. He'll have the intel.
He will. All right, and we still owe you starters for your Collinsville Kahawks as they are introduced by Mr. Chad Burgess. And I'm guessing it's probably going to be number 13 is going to be my guess. All right, so Collinsville bringing out the usual 5. Nick Horace, the 6'3" junior. Jamari Weisinger, the 6-foot junior. Jake Wilkinson, the 6'4" senior. Adam Remar, the 6'6" senior. And Zach Chambers, the 6'8" junior. Of course, that all has to rely on Chris Kettler actually looking at his phone. So we'll see if he answers me or not. But that's number 3 is like the tallest kid out there. So, well, let's do some process of elimination here and go with Zaire Woody. No, maybe. Could be. I'll find out if number 3 scores anything, and then we'll figure out what Chad Burgess says.
Then we'll know, right?
Yeah, because he looks like to be the tallest kid out there for Alton almost.
He looks like he can score.
Yeah, I'm wondering if that's Zaire Woody, 6'1", senior. At any rate, we have 5 of each players out there for each team, so we're underway. And Collinsville will start off with offensive possession of the ball first. We're underway. Here is Weisinger back at the Kahok logo at midcourt. All right, Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium, last home game of the year. Glad that you're with us for those of you that aren't here. And right off the bat, nice feed from Nick Horace into Zach Chambers, and he banks it off the glass for the first points of this game.
Yeah, that was on purpose. Nice set play to swing the ball around and dump it into Chambers to give Collinsville the early lead.
All right, here are the Alton Redbirds on their first offensive possession, and that was Hall out to the top of the key now for Elliott. Elliott will go over and hang out really deep on that left wing and kind of just run parallel with the midcourt stripe for a moment, as we have 45 seconds expired in this first quarter. Just underway. Here is a three-point shot, and that one misses the mark, and the rebound belongs to Collinsville. Hawks bring it back up, and here is Jake Wilkinson. Wilkinson slings the ball over to Weisinger, and Weisinger surveys things.
Weisinger was at the volleyball line and thought about shooting it. He's not afraid to do it.
No, he would shoot it from the feathers of the headdress in the Kahok logo, that's for sure. Here is Wilkinson. Wilkinson over to Horace. Horace back to Wilkinson in the corner. A big, long, arching shot, no good. And the loose ball that was never touched by the rim belongs to Alton. They bring it up, and we have our first whistle of the game.
Yeah, Wilkinson had a couple guys in his face. I think he decided to shoot before he realized what was going on. So a highly contested shot, and the Kahawks get beat down the floor. And there's your number 3 who drew the foul.
Yep. Oh, what did he say?
Couldn't understand.
I couldn't either. So we'll continue to wait. And no good. I'd like to know who to put that under. See, now when we were in Alton, number 15, Tyrus Jones ended up being number 5, so I'm wondering if number 13 ends up being number 3. That would be Cameron Burnett. He's 5'8". Huh? I don't have anybody with that name.
I'm going to text Chad now.
Thought he said something about Cabrinell. I'm not sure. Zach Chambers puts 2 off the glass, and Collinsville goes back out front 4-1.
Collinsville doing a good job of taking care of their size advantage early in this game.
So Alton back to work on. Well, not anymore. First turnover by the Redbirds. Wilkinson brings it up, and a off-the-glass shot will fall in.
Man, nice ball handling skills by Jake Wilkinson. He goes coast to coast, shifting from left to right. Good for 2. Collinsville up 6-1.
6-1 is the score. Check your phone. I think he just texted you. Saw him playing with his phone.
He's probably looking right now.
Well. Collinsville playing a little defense. Here is Stampley. He'll throw the ball over onto the wing for Elliott right in front, and then a big three-point shot. That one hits the guide wire after it bounces off the rim. Prince Clanton L. I do not have that name on my list. Okay.
Thank you, Chad Burgess, the, in my opinion, the best PA guy in the conference, maybe in Southern Illinois.
Yeah, I would happen to agree with you there. You would think that I would have a guy named Prince on my roster. If he was out there, I would have put him on there, that's for sure.
Absolutely, right?
Yeah, here is Weisinger. Now that we know that, I can concentrate. Here's Weisinger. Collinsville up 6-1, 5:10 left to play here in this first quarter. And Weisinger ends up getting double teamed there. Tries to come around the corner and almost slipped. Pass to Horace, who almost lost it. A loose ball picked up by Remar. Remar goes in, and he is going to be called for a travel, which I agree with.
Yeah, I think that's the right call. Remar a little bit upset, but that's the way the cookie crumbles. So Collinsville, that'll go down as a turnover.
Second one for the Kahawks here in the beginnings of this game. And here is Elliott. Elliott over on the right wing. Fires a pass to the top of the key. Three-point shot on the way. No good. Off of the hands of Stampley. And the rebound once again belongs to Collinsville. Kahawks bring the ball back up. Here is Weisinger. Free throw line. Outside the lane. Takes an off-balance shot. No good. And it's going to be knocked out of bounds. And it's going to stay with Collinsville after touched by Elliott.
Yeah, Collinsville's spreading the floor on offense and looking to dribble drive and take advantage of their athleticism in the paint.
Inbound pass comes in. Chambers around. Gets it to Weisinger. And Weisinger over to Wilkinson. Wilkinson inside. Remar off the glass. That foul is going to go against Alton.
That will be
I
on
think.
the floor.
Yeah, okay, good. I was waiting for the actual call.
Well, he shuffled his feet again a little bit. I didn't know if they were going to get him for a walk again, but Collinsville will take the ball out of bounds on the baseline.
Well, I had my screen shrunk from the game because I was trying to text Chris Kettler, and I guess once I put my full screen back on, I got my answer. Zach Roseman chimed in, so he never forgets a name or a number when it comes to sports, that's for sure.
There's no doubt about that.
Average gives it back to Elliott. Elliott stands in the logo at midcourt as the clock is ticking under halfway through this first quarter. 4 down, 4 to go. Here is Elliott. Elliott dribbles, drives. Get that out of here, says Zach Chambers.
Add that one to the stat reel for Chambers on the block shot category.
Number 65. JV team lost, by the way, 53-46. Darius Williams led the Kahawks with 14 points. Chase Reynolds had 13. Collinsville trailed in that one 41-28 at the end of 3 and ended up coming back and making a game out of it.
Yeah, they sure did. They put up a fight, but Alton's JV team played well enough to come out on top.
30-second timeout on the floor. We'll take a 30-second break as well. Back in just a moment on the Kahawk Sports
Plumbing
Network.
or electrical problems? Is your AC or heater on the fritz? There are dozens of companies out there, but do you really know who you're letting in your home? Trust Tiger. Our technicians are clean-cut, drug-free, and background checked. What other company can make this bold statement? Our 24-hour emergency service will ensure your plumbing, heating, AC, and electric are up and running no matter what time of day it is. Schedule your appointment today. Tiger Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning, and Electrical Services. We earn our stripes every day.
Back here at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium, Todd Duke and Dr. Chris McCluskey with you, and a big hello to our illustrious mayor of Collinsville, Mr. John Miller, and his lovely wife Diane Miller down in Wildwood, Florida, watching us on a rainy night in Florida.
Yeah, we're putting your seats to use tonight, Mr. Mayor. So thank you very much.
Got your family sitting there, do you?
Friends.
I got you.
Ralph and Erica Martinez.
Another three-point shot by Alton misses, and Collinsville pulls down the rebound. 3:40 left to go here in this opening quarter. 8-1 in favor of Collinsville. The 1 point, a Prince Clanton L free throw shot. That is it so far for Alton. Here is Remar for the Kahawks in front of the Alton bench, and he'll launch a three-point shot. He's only hit one of those this year, and he'll get the rebound back after a feed from Chambers, and then a three-point shot. That one's good for Wilkinson, and Collinsville hits their first three-point shot of the night to make it 11-1.
Yeah, Collinsville shooting the ball well, though mostly coming from the paint, so you'd expect that, but at any rate, they come out to a nice 10-point lead early in the game.
Alton goes back to work. Here's Clanton L. He'll try a three-point shot. That one misses the mark, and again, the rebound belongs to Collinsville. Alton 0 for 5 on the three-point shots, and Collinsville has gotten every single rebound of those shots. And now a rebound by Alton. They'll bring it back the other way. Here is Stampley. Stampley into the paint. Dipsy Doodle shot goes from one side of the glass to the other, and the ball ends up out of bounds, put there by Collinsville. Alton will keep it.
Yeah, Alton's coach is screaming at him, go, go, go. He's encouraging them to run, try to get some easy layups to get them back in this game.
Inbound pass comes in to Clanton L, and he'll dribble and he'll drive and he'll have the ball knocked out of his hands, and now it's going to go to Collinsville.
Yeah, nice play by Mr. Nicky Tony Horace to disrupt that drive.
Quincy
Nicky
Cotton.
Tony Quincy Cotton. Hey, he'll have some family probably show up in Quincy for the regional game.
There you
I
go.
think he's got some up there.
Collinsville throws the ball away.
They usually are good about tuning into our broadcast to support the junior guard from here in Collinsville.
All right, turnover to turnover. Goes back into the hands of Alton, and here is Elliott. Elliott bounces a pass over onto the corner for Everidge. Everidge, he backs up, takes a three-point shot. There is the first non-free throw shot.
That'll get Alton going.
Okay, so now apparently Kobe Taylor, who is usually number 12, is now wearing number 2. So that's nice to know.
They're have given you a puzzle to figure out
Man, I'm
tonight,
telling you what.
they?
It's like a Rubik's Cube, and I suck at those. Off the glass, Jake Wilkinson for 2 more points. He now has 5. Collinsville out front 13-4. 1:45 to play here in this first quarter. We'll get our act together here, I promise, soon, folks. So does that mean Everidge, if he comes off the bench, he's going to be number 12?
Right.
I don't know. Here is Clanton L. He takes a 3-point shot. That misses. And Collinsville again ends up with a rebound. K-Hawks bring it back up. Here is Nick Horace. Horace gives it up for Remar. Remar dumps it off, but never did reach Wilkinson. It falls right into the hands of Elliott. 4th turnover for Collinsville. And Elliott, right in front of the bench, will throw it out front for Stampley. Around the horn it goes, and that is Taylor. Back up front to the top.
Yeah, Alton going with a spread formation. Nobody in the paint here.
Top of the key once again, and another 3-point shot misses the mark. That one put up by Taylor, and the ball ends up out of bounds after that and will belong to Collinsville. Stanley Carnahan checks into the game, and I'm going to assume that Tyrus Jones is wearing number 5 again instead of 15.
We should just start calling him the Alton guy.
Yeah, with the Alton guys.
The Alton guys.
One Alton guy to the next Alton guy. It's very confusing when they switch up these things on you. And I went off of the last game that I did in Alton. That's the roster that I got. So here's a 3-point shot. Weisinger from way downtown. That had so much arc on it, it went over the arch, man. Rebound belongs to Alton. They bring it up, and they will get a couple of points for Sonny Elliott. And it's now 13-6.
That was a nice behind-the-back move by Elliott, going from right to left and kissing it off the glass. Nice play by that young man.
Here is Weisinger. Gives it over to Wilkinson. Now the other direction for Horace. Back into the middle. 20 seconds left here in this first quarter. Here is Horace.
Collinsville holding for the last shot, it looks like.
Horace drives just outside the lane, pulls up, dumps it off. Carnahan underneath. He is fouled. And Carnahan looks like he's going to go to the free throw line. He had a pretty good game in that JV game as well, but they took him out a little early because he was going to get pressed into this varsity game.
Yeah, Stanley can play. You can tell that he kind of has a sophomore jitters sometimes when he gets into the varsity games, but you're going to see him score a lot of points in this gym over the next couple years.
Kobe Taylor picks up his 2nd foul. And to the free throw line is Carnahan, 50% shooter on the varsity side. Small sample size, 2 of 4. And now Matt Shelton will check into the game for the first time. He'll take the place of Weisinger.
The senior defensive specialist, Mr. Matt Shelton. Man, he is quick.
Carnahan missed his first shot. One more shot coming his way. And it's on the way, and Carnahan misses both. Rebound, handled by Alton, but it was a little scary. Underneath, shot, no good. Rebound, Collinsville. And that's the end of the buzzer, and that'll be the end of 1 quarter of play. After 1 quarter, 13-6 in favor of your Collinsville K-Hawks. 2nd quarter action. That will be coming your way next on the K-Hawk Sports Network. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery in Collinsville produces their own spirits and beer on site, right at the restaurant. Pair that with some of the most unique menu items around the entire metro area, and you can see why they are such a hit. They can handle you and your family, or they can handle you and your group. Throw in the occasional live entertainment, and you can see why Old Herald Brewery and Distillery is a must-stop destination in Collinsville. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery, 115 East Clay Street in Collinsville, 618-855-8027, or online at oldheraldbrewing.com. Looking to buy a new home or sell your current home? Trust the Blaylock Group of eXp Realty with all of your real estate needs. The real estate market is hot right now, and you can trust the years of experience the Blaylock Group brings to the table. The Blaylock Group can help you find your dream home, or they can help you get top dollar for your current home. Give Peyton or Emily Blaylock a call today at the Blaylock Group of eXp Realty, 618-780-4622. That's 618-780-4622. The Blaylock Group of eXp Realty. Alton starts off with possession of the ball as the 2nd quarter is underway here at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. Into the corner it goes for Clanton L. He'll take it through the paint, take a shot, no good. He's going to the line.
Yeah, I think that'll be Stanley Carnahan possibly guilty on that foul.
So Carnahan picks up his first, team second, back to the free throw line. Prince Clantonell, he is 1 for 2 from the line already in this game.
Yeah, and all of a sudden it's a 7-point ball game.
Yeah.
Collinsville started hot and having trouble putting the ball in the bucket, turning the ball over a little bit here too much the last several possessions.
One more shot coming up for Prince, and that one's in there.
5-point ball game.
7:40 to go. Second quarter action. Here is Nick Horace. Over to Shelton. Matt Shelton into the corner now for Wilkinson. Back out front for Horace. Horace, a dribble and a drive. Right across the free throw line. Back out front, Jake Wilkinson. He'll give it up to Shelton. He'll launch a three from there. Good!
Very nice 3-point bucket by the senior. Good for him on senior night, right?
Yeah, 16-8 is our score. Yeah, I was surprised he wasn't starting, to tell you the truth. Normally all the seniors start. There's a dribble drive by Clantonell, no good. Zach Chambers, he's there with the rebound. Collinsville brings it back up. Here is Nick Horace. Horace at the free throw line, dumps it off underneath. Carnahan has to wait, and he waits it out very well, and Carnahan on the board for the first time.
That's just smart basketball. You know, the last time he had the ball down there, if he would have pump faked, he would have been fine. I kind of thought it to myself, and he went right to it, so good for the sophomore. That's showing some maturity.
Fred Riddle in the house. Just saw him walk in. 1961 state champions, and a nice little dribble drive there by Clantonell, and he has his first 2-point bucket of the night to go along with his couple of free throws. Out front, Matt Shelton. Around the corner on the left wing, Wilkinson inside the perimeter now for Chambers. Back outside, Wilkinson. Offset, free throw line. Shot, rolls across the rim, won't go. Rebound, Carnahan almost stepped out of bounds. Nice job keeping it in, and another nice play by Carnahan with that reverse layup. I'm going to look forward to watching him play for the next couple of years.
That's the aggression and confidence that Stanley Carnahan is capable of.
Yeah, I enjoy watching him when he's playing JV ball, too. He's fun to watch.
I mean, he just muscled that ball away from the Alton defender.
Blake Hall just hit a big three-pointer from the corner pocket, 20-13. Collinsville still up by 7. Here is Nick Horace.
That's a big shot by Hall to keep them in this ball game.
Sure is. Shelton on the right wing in front of Coach Dylan Dudley. And another dribble drive. No good, but the putback. After the rebound, Zach Chambers picks up point number 8. 22-13.
Not only that, but he alley-ooped that sucker.
Yeah.
Big Zach was up in the air.
Elliott over to Clantonell. Dribbles with the right hand, tries to come up on the right wing, top of the key, almost threw it away. Excuse me, Blake saved it. And back out to Clantonell. He'll dribble, drive, split the defense. Off the high glass, no good, but guess who's going back to the free throw line?
Yeah, a little late whistle there. I think they might get Chambers. He's pleading his case. He doesn't understand.
Well, Carnahan's picked up his second foul in about the last minute and a half, so.
Well, and we need Stanley out there. You know, Remar's nursing an ankle, and I think the idea is to rest him as much as we can.
Shot good. Weisinger will check back into the game. I kind of figured that Carnahan was going to head back to the bench, but Weisinger was already waiting at the scorer's table anyway, so I think Carnahan was going to come out regardless.
Yeah, and you can't have him with 3 fouls before the end of the half, so he'll probably sit the rest of the half and be ready for the second half.
22-15, Collinsville still out front. We have a little over 5 minutes to go here in this first half. Free throw line shot by Horace. That's good. Horace on the board.
Ooh, Nicky Tony broke some ankles on that one. That little stutter step, that was a beautiful stop and pop out of Nicky Tony.
Here is Clantonell on the left wing for 3. No good. Rebound. Weisinger has pulled it in. Collinsville brings it back the other way quickly, and a nice transition play, but didn't amount to anything at the end.
No, he juggled the ball, and he just couldn't get a clean shot off. Man, nice defensive play by Matt Shelton, cutting off the baseline there.
Underhanded to Elliott. Elliott being watched by Shelton. Into the backcourt it goes, and coming out with it is Elliott. On to the wing now, Clantonell into the paint, takes a shot once again. Get that out of here, says Zach Chambers, but it wasn't good enough to keep it going. Two blocks in a row, 3 on the night for Chambers.
I think that's his 4th. I think they'll credit him that last one with a block shot. I could be wrong.
Whistle on the play, and a foul coming up. This one is going to go against Kobe Taylor.
I don't know
Nope.
that my
Clant Bell.
basketball team had 60 however many block shots our whole career.
Man, I'm telling you.
He's had them in a year.
I know.
Incredible.
All the way around the perimeter it goes. Ends up with Horace. Horace with a head fake. Gives it to Wilkinson in the corner for three. Yes! Timeout on the floor by the Alton Redbirds. It is a 60-second timeout. We'll be back in just about that amount of time here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Lottie's Cafe, Collinsville's hidden gem. Lottie's Cafe offers food, cocktails, and gaming in a great atmosphere highlighted by fast and friendly service. Lottie's Cafe also offers a unique menu that features soups and salads, sandwiches and paninis, pizza and flatbreads, appetizers and desserts, as well as breakfast. That's right, we said breakfast. Unique breakfast items such as a breakfast stromboli, a breakfast BLT, and breakfast burritos. Lottie's also offers creative cocktails, a wine bar, the coldest beer around, and a video gaming area for those 21 and older. And don't forget the Lottie's Cafe gift certificates. Lottie's Cafe, Collinsville's hidden gem. Check them out online at lottiescafe.com, on Facebook, or in person in the Strip next to the Walmart Neighborhood Market. Or call Lottie's Cafe at 618-223-8256. Lottie's Cafe, Collinsville's hidden gem.
Back here once again at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium, exactly halfway through quarter number 2. 27-15 in favor of Collinsville. My name's Todd Duke, Dr. Chris McCluskey on the other microphone. It is senior night here at Collinsville High School. Not only that, it is well,
Look at Matt Sheldon. He is
pumped,
pumped
isn't he?
up, baby, for senior night. So he creates a turnover. Collinsville gets the ball back. They went on a run right before that timeout, a timely timeout, if you will, for Alton to kind of stop the bleeding there.
Inbound pass in. Here's Chambers in the paint. Kicks it back outside. Shelton for three. Just a little bit too strong. And then it bounces off the top of the backboard and then knocked out of bounds by Wilkinson. It landed off of his tennis shoe and went straight out of bounds.
Yeah, nice rebound by Jake. I don't think he saw the defender behind him. He just slapped the ball out, kind of like those defensive backs do in the NFL.
Yeah. So Alton comes back up. And at the top of the key and all the way around to Clantonell over into the corner. And then Elliott comes away from the corner, cuts across the free throw line, got Matt Shelton all over him, and now I think Shelton's going to get called.
Yeah, nice misdirection by number 1.
Hassani Elliott.
Mr. Elliott. And that will go down as Matt's first foul.
Sure will. And Clantonell, well, yeah, Chambers can't block them all. So Clantonell gets another 2-point shot and brings his team back to within 10, 27-17, 3:20 to play. Second quarter action here is Weisinger. Weisinger over on the right side, gives it up top of the key. Now a pass intended for Chambers was thrown out of bounds. 5th turnover for the Kahawks.
Yeah, I think Nick just had Chambers on the block, but he was actually in the middle of the lane, so ball went to no man's land, and here comes Alton back the other way.
Redbirds trying to get this Collinsville lead down into single digits once again. Here is Hassani Elliott. Elliott's just a sophomore, so he'll be around for a couple of more years. He gives the ball up, and it tips right over to Clantonell. He'll drive, and just outside the lane, Dipsy Doodle off the glass, good for 2 more.
Probably going to want to make a switch and get Chambers off of Clantonell. Somebody who can stop that penetration.
Kahawks back on offense. They give to Weisinger. Weisinger surveys things. Gives it up now for Horace. Horace, top of the key for Wilkinson. Wilkinson over to Chambers, or excuse me, Shelton. Now to Mara Weisinger for 3. Oh boy.
That was from the hash mark.
That was from the sideline. And Duke can hit him from anywhere, I'll tell you.
He sure can.
30-19, Collinsville extends their lead. Here is Clantonell. He'll dribble and he'll drive, and he'll run right into Weisinger and have to give it up now. And then he gets it right back from Hall, who gives it up for Elliott. Elliott almost went into the backcourt with that dribble.
Yeah, Matt Shelton's giving him fits.
He is. A dribble drive and 2 points to Rias Jones on the board for the first time.
Yeah, Alton taking advantage of getting Collinsville's big man out on the perimeter is driving the ball around him, so we're going to want to make an adjustment on that for sure.
Down to a 9-point lead, and Collinsville back to work on the offensive side of things. Here is Horace, overhand pass to Weisinger. Weisinger over the shoulder pass, and now to Chambers back outside. Nice bluff, good move, Nick Horace, and good for 3.
Yes, sir. Another nice basketball move by Nicky Tony Horace. Put Collinsville up by 12.
33-21. We're down to the final 80 seconds of this first half. Alton with the ball. Here is Elliott. Elliott travels over to the left wing, gives it up, top of the key. 3-point shot. That misses, hits the rim. Collinsville pulls down the rebound on the miss by Jones. Here is Shelton. Almost too fast for his own good there.
He's fun to watch tonight, man.
Yeah.
He's full of energy.
I think his feet kept going and the body stayed behind. Here's Chambers. Into the paint, turnaround shot, and off the inside of the rim, no good. Rebound belongs to the Alton Redbirds. They'll bring it back up. Here is Elliott. Elliott over onto the right wing. Spin move into the perimeter, kicks it out all the way into the corner. Jones for 3. Hits the inside of the rim once again. And again, the rebound belongs to Collinsville. Kahawks bring it back up with 35 seconds left. Here is Weisinger across the line now to Horace on the near sideline. Horace dribbles, drives. No look pass to Wilkinson, and Wilkinson gets fouled as the ball was falling through.
Very nice dish by Nicky Tony. He had 2 guys to choose from, Chambers and Wilkinson. He chose Wilkinson, and Wilkinson will have a chance for an old-fashioned 3-point play here.
75% from the free throw line for Mr. Wilkinson, 63 of 84 coming into this game. Leading scorer was for a little while until he missed a game, and that allowed Weisinger to take over.
Yeah, you're going to get a steady dose of scoring out of those two.
Sorry, Wilkinson's 80%. I was looking at Weisinger's numbers. Wilkinson 80% from the free throw line, 63 of 78 on the year.
I would take that all day long.
You betcha. And no good. And
it's not 80% anymore.
That's that jinx, man. I do that to myself. Coach Billy's like, stop doing that. There is Elliott.
Reminds me when Ray was hitting all those free throws that night, and we wouldn't even look at each other.
No. Ball on the floor, picked up by Shelton. Collinsville with a chance to score before the buzzer. Weisinger, spin move, puts it up. Can't go in, but oh boy, Nick Horace with the rebound and the putback, and that's the way the second quarter comes to a close. That was a nice play.
Yeah, Nicky Tony's having a great game. I mean, the Kahawks are playing well tonight. They're fun to watch. They're full of energy. These are the guys we like to see. You know, it's crazy how these guys can look so different, but we'll take tonight's version for sure.
That is for sure. All right, time for the halftime show, brought to you tonight by Woods Basement Systems, all things basement-y. Since 1986, Wood Basement Systems have been doing their thing. You can give their Collinsville headquarter location a call, 618-708-4055. Halftime show, that comes your way next on the Kahawk Sports Network. The people of Illinois welcome you. The folks in Collinsville, Illinois, well, they want you to stick around for a while and enjoy the sights, the fun, the food, and of course, the Collinsville Kahawks. The city of Collinsville is a proud supporter of the Collinsville Unit 10 School District. So welcome to Collinsville. Come on over, catch a Kahawks game, or enjoy some of the new places to eat, shop, and have fun. There's plenty to do for the young and the young at heart. Enjoy Christmas at the Collins House during the holidays, tunes at Bloom in the warm summer months, and more. There's plenty to do in Collinsville, so come on over for a bit. The folks in Collinsville would love to see you. For more information, go to www.collinsville.org. Looking for a little bite to eat in a nice, friendly establishment before heading out to a game? Look no further than LC's Pub in Caseyville. Just blocks from Collinsville High School, LC's Pub is the pub of choice for Kahawk fans, before, after, or even during Kahawk games. LC's Pub features a wide variety of traditional bar food like burgers and fries, chicken wings and chicken strips, appetizers like pepper jack mac and cheese bites, fried pickles, and green beans. Plus they have salads, fish, shrimp, and more. LC's Pub also features an outdoor patio, a gaming room, weekly poker tournaments, and a pool table, plus enough TVs for all the sports fans. And LC's Pub shows Kahok games live as well as Blues and Cardinals games. LC's Pub, 605 North Main Street in Caseyville, right across the intersection from All Pro Tees. Call for carryout orders at 618-855-9007 and on Facebook at LC's Pub. LC's Pub, Kahok fans' pub of choice. Lakeside Roofing in Collinsville. Let the professionals at Lakeside Roofing protect your most important investment, your home or business. Have the elements taken a toll on your roof system? Notice a leaking roof? Maybe it's time for a free roof inspection. Regular maintenance can extend the life of your roofing system by 10 years or more. Lakeside Roofing is your winning team for commercial and residential roofing systems. Lakeside's all-star professionals have installed, repaired, and maintained hundreds of roofs on both sides of the river. Call Lakeside Roofing today at 618-344-2800 or 314-241-5253 or online at lakesideroofing.com. Lakeside Roofing, celebrating 50 years of serving the metro area. Choose experience, choose Lakeside.
Chapman Trucking, LLC. Chapman Trucking is a local Collinsville business owned and operated by 1994 Collinsville graduate Christy Chapman. With over 10 years of experience, Chapman Trucking, LLC can take care of all of the heavy lifting when it comes to hauling aggregate materials such as sand, driveway rock, dirt, boulders, and more. That includes getting your heavy work equipment to your work site where it needs to be. Give Christy a call for a free estimate at Chapman Trucking, LLC, 618-960-9346 or online at chapmantruckingllc.net.
I couldn't ask for a better agent, for a better company in a disaster where you have no idea where to start.
I learned that there's not a given in life. It takes a team. There's people that are going to watch out for us and they care.
It's been pretty stressful. Once we saw Lori and got our plan, it's
like a huge weight lifted.
In Collinsville, call Scott Allen at 618-346-1500. Calling all sports fans. Looking for a great place to watch the game with your crew? Look no further than the Lucky Fox Sports Bar in Caseyville. The Lucky Fox shows Collinsville Kahawk sports on the big screen, plus UFC fights, boxing, Cardinals and Blues, and all of the NFL games with the NFL ticket and enough TVs that you'll be sure to find the game you want. And the food? How about Taco Tuesdays, Wing Wednesdays, plus burgers, sandwiches, pizza, steak, and more, including great drink specials and the coldest brew in town. And don't forget to try your luck at the Lucky Fox Gaming Room. Dine in and catch a game, or order carryout with the Lucky Fox. The Lucky Fox Sports Bar, 1101 Caseyville Road, right across the street from Kahawk Stadium. Open daily at 11 a.m. Check out the Lucky Fox Facebook page for daily specials. The Lucky Fox, 618-855-9500. Once again, we welcome you back into the Woods Basement Systems halftime show here on the Kahawk Sports Network, where we have a 37-21 lead by your Collinsville Kahawks. That 16-point lead came courtesy of a second quarter that saw Collinsville outscore Alton 24-15. I think I jumped the gun there, didn't I? Okay, now we can say welcome back. Sorry about that. Having a rough night back here behind the computer, I can tell you that much right now. All right, 13-6 after one. Collinsville had a 7-point lead, outscored Alton 24-15 in the second quarter for a 37-21 lead, which is where we stand now. Leading scorer in this one actually is for Alton. That would be Prince Clanton L. He has 11 points on the night so far. After that, for his teammates, 2 points apiece for Hassani Elliott and Tyreus Jones, and then 3 points each for Blake Hall and Kobe Taylor. For Collinsville, they are being led by Jake Wilkinson's 10 points. After that, Zach Chambers has 8. Nick Horace with 7. 5 points for Jamori Weisinger, 3 for Matt Shelton, and 2 for Stanley Carnahan. Collinsville out rebounding Alton tonight, 14-8. Kahawks have 5 turnovers to Alton's 3. And from the lines, Collinsville 0 for 3 from the free throw line, while Alton is 5 of 6. All those came from Prince Clanton L, by the way, those 5 of 6. 3-point shots, Collinsville is 5 of 7, while the Alton Redbirds are 2 of 12. Out of town scoreboard for you, thanks to Zach Roseman again. At halftime, Mater Dei over Granite City by 1 point, 21-20. Belleville West at halftime handling Edwardsville 23-14. Belleville East and East St. Louis at the end of one quarter of play. Right now the Lancers have a 3-point lead over the Flyers. And that is a look at your halftime stats and your out-of-town scoreboard, brought to you by Woods Basement Systems. All things basementy. Give Woods Basement Systems a call at 618-708-4055. Third quarter action, that'll be coming your way next on the Kahok Sports Network. Todd Duke here, proud member of the Collinsville Educational Assistance Association. Whether you call us teachers' aides, paraprofessionals, or educational assistants, it all comes down to one thing: taking care of students. More importantly, your student. Yes, we are there for the teachers, and we help them in any way possible. But our goals are in line with our teachers, in that we want to see our students succeed at not only being a student, but well beyond that, as we ready them for the world outside of the classroom. We are Union Strong. We are Kahok Strong. We strive to help students reach their potential. We are the Collinsville Educational Assistance Association. Go Kahawks! Are you looking to update the appeal of your home's interior? Look no further than Hayden Interiors, LLC. Hayden Interiors, LLC is owned and operated by former Kahok graduate Nick Hayden. Hayden Interiors, LLC will help you get that new look that you want for your home. Flooring, baseboards, doorways, as well as interior renovations or interior additions, kitchen, living room, bedroom, hallways, basements, stairways. Let Hayden Interior LLC help you find the look that you want. Call Nick Hayden today at Hayden Interiors LLC, 618-772-6790 for your free estimate. Hayden Interiors LLC, on budget, on time, every time. That's Hayden Interiors LLC. Call Nick at 618-772-6790. First National Bank of Waterloo, with over 100 years serving the Metro East. Visit First National Bank of Waterloo at their Maryville or Collinsville locations for all of your banking, mortgage, and lending needs. Why? Super low closing costs, low construction loan rates, and they do so much to support our local communities. When you need a loan, call the Collinsville team at First National Bank of Waterloo at 618-345-1121 or visit their Maryville or Collinsville locations or online at fnbwaterloo.bank. First National Bank of Waterloo, member FDIC, an equal housing lender. Once again, welcome back to Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium here at Collinsville High School. Todd Duke, Dr. Chris McCluskey with you as we are just about ready for third quarter action here, 37-21 in favor of your Collinsville Kahawks, looking for win number 20. By the way, Collinsville owns this series. Collinsville is 169 wins versus 75 losses against Alton since they first met way back in 1912. Collinsville is 83-26 at home and 86-49 at Alton. The last regular season loss to Alton happened on December 14th of 2018. Coach Lee, by the way, is 16-13 versus Alton in the regular season, but 1-3 versus the Redbirds in the playoffs.
Wow, that's surprising, huh?
Yeah. Alton had some good teams a few years ago, man. They knocked Collinsville out even when they had Rayshawn Taylor's junior year. We got knocked out by Alton.
Yeah, they sure did.
Yeah. Here is Weisinger. We're underway in the third quarter. On the right wing, Weisinger put on a spin move and spun so much he spun himself out of possession.
He sure did. It looked like it's been a nice shake and bake, but he lost control. That'll go down as a turnover.
Sure will. Here's a three-point try. That's off the inside by Stampley. And Collinsville, as has been the case most of the night on missed three-pointers by Alton, Collinsville has pulled down the rebound. Here is Horace. Horace into the paint. Dribble drive at the top of the free throw line. Gives to Weisinger. A one-arm pass over to Wilkinson almost was flubbed. And now Chambers just outside the lane, all the way back out onto the right wing. And inside it goes once again for Remar. Remar backs his way into the paint. Off the high glass. Good for 2 points. Remar on the board for the first time tonight.
Yeah, Remar used that big, strong body, just backed the defender down and kissed it off the glass. Nice to see him on the board here for his senior night.
Sure is. Here is Elliott. Elliott gives it up to Hall, and Hall gives it up for Stampley. Stampley across the way onto the wing, and a travel against Alton. And Collinsville will get the ball back.
A little shuffle of the feet, and that'll get you every time.
Congratulations to the Alton Lady Redbirds. They won a regional championship last night for the first time since 1985.
Oh, wow. Congrats to those ladies. Nikki Toney tries to throw a ball across the court and bangs it off the backboard.
Yeah. Off the bottom of the backboard.
Like ping pong out there.
One shot coming up for Hassani Elliott. Elliott on the year, 48.1%. That's probably wrong, but that's all I got.
It's a little better now.
Yeah.
He just made that bucket.
Yeah.
So full court press out of Alton here.
Collinsville breaks it. They bring it up. Here is Remar. A no-look pass off the glass for Chambers. No good. And the next rebound, that belongs to Alton. They bring it back up. Here is Clanton L. He'll kick it back outside to the top for Elliott. Elliott backs up a bit, directs traffic at the free throw line. Tries to split the defense off of his knee and out of bounds, and that will turn into the 5th turnover for the Redbirds.
Nice help side defense by junior Nick Horace to cause the fumbling of the basketball, and here comes Collinsville.
More backcourt pressure being put on by Alton. Nice spin move there by Weisinger to split the defense and get out of it. On to the left wing in front of his bench, just outside the lane. Pass for Chambers, but he was held from behind by Blake Hall, and that'll be Hall's first.
Yeah, Mr. Hall has had his hands full this entire game.
You ain't kidding, man. 6'5" against 6'8". Those 3 inches make a world of difference.
Whistle on the play. Hall holding Chambers again.
Well, you got away with it not even once, but not even twice. And why would you do it back-to-back times? Just when you just got caught. Inbound pass, nicely, well, I thought it was going to be nicely done. I thought Remar banked that off the leg of one of the Alton players. It was going to go out of bounds, but it never did go out of bounds. And now we're going to have a blocking foul called against Collinsville, and that will send another Redbird to the free throw line.
I think he called it on the floor.
Did he call it on the floor? Okay.
Yeah. You got a little hot potato with that basketball here.
Yeah.
They must have put that thing in the warmer over halftime.
Update from Zach Roseman, 52-49 Highland. Final in the girls regional championship game against Waterloo. So 3 Southwestern Conference teams with girls regional championships, East St. Louis, Alton, and O'Fallon. Strong conference.
It certainly is. And one of the O'Fallon basketball players, Malia Robertson's in the house tonight supporting our Kahawks. So congratulations to them.
I just missed a 3-pointer by Alton.
Yes, sir.
And that would be by Stampley. Okay, I see it now. Gotcha. All right, 39-27. I was reading Zach's note and I missed something. Here is Weisinger. Weisinger over onto the right side, launches a 3 of his own. That's a little bit short, and the rebound falls down into the hands of the Alton Redbirds. They bring it back up. Here is Clanton L. out to Elliott. Elliott gives it up for Hall. Back over to Elliott. Dylan Dudley's on the floor, yelling things to his team.
They're going to run 5 up, Todd.
Yeah.
Sounds like.
He's going to be a good coach, I think, if he'll get this Alton program heading in the right direction. They're very young, too.
Yeah, they play with a lot of energy.
Clanton L with a couple of points. Here comes Wilkinson. He's full of energy himself.
That's going to be a charge.
And a foul on the play.
Yep, that was a good play by Mr. Hall. He had his tent set up, and he was sitting by the fire waiting on Wilkinson for that one.
Roasting some marshmallows.
That's right.
We have a timeout on the floor called by the Collinsville Kahawks. It is a 30-second timeout, so we'll be back here in 30 seconds on the Kahawk Sports Network. Mike's Automotive in Collinsville is a T3 certified tire dealer and so much more. Sure, Mike's Automotive has tires. They can also help with making sure your entire vehicle is road ready, from belts and hoses to preventative maintenance like oil changes and tire rotation. Plus a lot more than that. Mike's Automotive has 3 locations to choose from. Mike's Automotive in St. Louis and Millstadt, and Mike's Automotive in Collinsville at 1150 St. Louis Road, just blocks from the high school. Or call Mike's Automotive at 618-345-0611. Mike's Automotive in Collinsville. 39-29 is our score. We have exactly 5 minutes to go here in this third quarter. Collinsville up by 10 points, looking for win number 20 on the year.
Yeah, just when Collinsville was about to run away with the game, Alton came charging back, so Coach Darren Lee takes a pause to talk things over.
Redbirds bring the ball back up court. Here is Elliott. He dumps it off to Hall. Hall over to Clanton L. Three-point shot on the way. He was wide open and didn't miss that one.
No, Clanton L, nice little left-handed shot. Alton pressing this entire half so far.
Have. Yes, they have. Here is Wilkinson to the top of the key for Weisinger. Back over to Nick Horace on the right wing. Now over on the left side for Shelton. And a big tall, almost threw it over his head. Chambers got it though. Shelton for three. Just missed that one. And the rebound, that falls into the hands of Stampley. Redbirds bring it back up. Another three-point shot. That one misses the mark, and this time the rebound belongs to Collinsville. Kahawks bring it back up. Here is Shelton on the wing, hands it off to Weisinger. Weisinger to the top of the key now for Matt Shelton. On to the opposite wing for Wilkinson. Into the paint, gets rid of it, top of the key. Nicky Tony with a spin move in the paint, and he gets it to roll in.
Nice little shooter's roll. Crowd wanting to walk out of Wilkinson, but Nicky Tony with a nice dribble drive, and he puts Collinsville back up by 9.
Student body cheering section over there is nice and full, nice to see. Here is Hall over to Elliott. Elliott travels from the near sideline at the free throw line, puts on a spin move. Clanton L for three more, rims out, rebound belongs to Hall. He'll put it back up, still can't get it to go in. Next rebound belongs to Collinsville. Kahawks bring it back up. Here is Nick Horace. Puts on a move and hits the bottom of the rim, and we're going to have a foul that is going to be handed out for Stampley. That'll be his first.
I'm loving Nick's willingness to score tonight. You know, he's looking to score. He kind of champions himself as a defensive specialist and a rebounder, and tonight he's hungry, and I love it.
Horace to the free throw line where he is shooting 71.9% on the year and misses the first one. So Collinsville now 0 for 4 from the free throw line. Went 0 for 3 in the first half. This is the first shot in the second half, and we need to break the seal on these free throws here.
I have faith in old number 3 right here, Todd. Swoosh.
Babe Ruth comes through.
There you go.
3:10 left to play here in this third quarter. Collinsville back up by 10. Kahawks led by 16 at the end of the half, and now a foul by Matt Shelton. That'll be his second.
Yeah, Matt pressuring the ball. He's trying to give the guards for Alton fits. He's doing a pretty good job of it so far.
Inbound pass will be triggered by Kobe Taylor at the end of his bench. He does so to Elliott. Elliott with a drive from the top of the key into the corner. Clanton L again. Same spot he hit one from just a little while ago, but this time unsuccessful. Rebound belongs to Collinsville. Here is Wilkinson. Underhand give over to Weisinger. Outside once again for Horace. Horace. Looks like he's got a pencil in his ear, doesn't he? Here is Chambers. Nice move.
Nice move by Zach Chambers.
Chambers now into double digits with 10 points. And here comes Stampley for Alton. 2.5 to go here in this third quarter. And Stampley, he'll take it down himself. The underhand fingertip roll won't go. And the rebound belongs to Collinsville. Horace gets it up quickly for Weisinger. Weisinger in that near side corner, gives it up for Chambers. Chambers backs into the paint. He's pushed from behind and held by Blake Hall. And that's the third foul against Blake Hall. And they have all been for holding Chambers. They called that one on Stampley.
I think that was on Stampley for the hold. He went down to double team, and he got his arms tangled in Chambers' arms. And as strong as Zach is, I mean, his arms didn't even move.
Yeah.
Right?
Inbound pass comes into Weisinger. 5th Redbird foul. Collinsville has 4 this half, and that's another turnover by the Kahawks. They're 7th. And here comes Kobe Taylor once again, and this time he'll connect.
Not sure if that ball would have gone in if it weren't for Chambers. He kind of got a block from behind and kind of knocked that ball in the bucket.
Back to a 10-point lead for Collinsville. 1:45 to play here in quarter number 3. Here is Jamori Weisinger. Weisinger out to the top of the key for Horace, and we're going to have another hold from behind. This one might belong to Kobe Taylor.
Yeah, man, when Zach gets all spread out and big, I mean, he's tough to deny the basketball.
Third personal foul for Kobe Taylor. 6th one for Alton, so the next one will put Kahawks at the line. Weisinger, turnaround fadeaway from about 12 feet out, and he almost got it.
He sure did, and nice box out by senior Jake Wilkinson. He had great position and earned Collinsville another possession here with just over a minute and a half left in the third.
Inbound pass triggered by Horace to Weisinger. Immediately shoots, and he's pushed down right after he does, so Wilkinson to the free throw line. Elliott picks up his second. As I mentioned, 7th.
See if Wilkinson can extend this lead to 12 for your Kahawks.
Wilkinson 0 for 1 from the charity stripe in the first half and hits this one. So now we're on a move. 2 in a row now for Collinsville from the free throw line.
You just had to say it, didn't you, Todd?
Yeah. Well, I broke the jinx last time.
I believe in you.
Yeah. It's nice to be believed in.
I believe in you, Todd.
Don't
let me down, Jake. Don't let me down, baby.
Good on both of them. So after going 0 for 3, we now have 3 in a row.
Well, late in the game, we always use the old adage, layups and free throws, right?
That's right.
Win and lose basketball game.
Here is Clantonell. He'll drive and kick it back outside now for Stampley. Stampley into the corner for Jones. Back out and around the rim we go, and around the perimeter we go. It ends up with Hassani Elliott. Elliott dribbles, 1:10 left to go, almost knocked out of his hands. Now another dribble drive off the glass, can't go. Chambers uses that height advantage and gets up there and picks up that rebound.
Yeah, sure did. That was nice help side defense out of the Collinsville.
Oh, 3-point Weisinger from in front of his head coach on the sideline. Big three-pointer.
He was holding hands with the guys on the bench from that one.
Yeah.
As my father-in-law Mike Muir used to say, that one was from the ketchup bottle, Todd.
Yeah, I hear you there. Tell you what.
He walked.
Coach Lee could have probably picked a piece of lint off of his uniform on that shot.
That's for sure. He was on the other side of Virgil Fletcher.
Yeah.
Jim Writing. I mean, that had to have been a 27, 8-foot shot.
Yeah. Weisinger picks up his second foul, team's 5th. Inbound pass comes in and taken care of by Clantonell. He gets it to Elliott, and on the outside it goes to Stampley. Stampley. 3-point shot from the left wing, and it hits the inside under part of the rim, and the rebound belongs to Collinsville. Kahawks bring it back up, looking to play for the last shot with 20 seconds to go here in this third quarter.
Yeah, and to get a breather, we've been running a lot here this quarter.
Horace into the paint, kicks it all the way back out to the midcourt stripe to Weisinger. We're down to 7 seconds. Weisinger. Oh, what a pass. And outside, Wilkinson for 3. Yes!
Great ball movement by the Kahawks that set up Jake Wilkinson for the buzzer three-pointer.
Buzzer three-pointer it is. We have a break coming up as we head to the fourth quarter, and we'll be back here in just a moment on the Kahawk Sports Network.
Herald Square and Cold Herald, 2 great additions to the Collinsville landscape. Next to the Old Herald Brewery and Distillery, Herald Square is a new outdoor multi-use event space in Collinsville. Concerts, fun and games, farmer markets, and so much more. Herald Square, a great space for Collinsville's future. And just off the square's turf, Cold Herald, old-fashioned scooped ice cream gelato, house-made recipes, and premium sourced product. If you're over 21, ask about the good stuff at Cold Herald. Watch Collinsville grow. Herald Square and Cold Herald, 2 great new additions, only in Collinsville, Illinois.
Hello, everybody. This is Mike Ogle with Ogle Auctions, and we hope you are enjoying tonight's game, and go Kahawks. Hey, check us out. Every Sunday night, we have an online auction at www.ogleauctions.com. Everything from grandma's china to grandma's motorcycle helmet, it's all here at Ogle Auctions every Sunday night at 7 p.m. Check us out, and we will see you soon.
Once again, We are back at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. Fourth quarter is upon us. 52-34 after 3 in the books.
Yeah, 2 big three-pointers at the end of that third quarter, one by Weisinger and one by Wilkinson to really extend the lead for the Kahawks going into the fourth.
And a whistle as Clantonell was heading toward the basket. And this one is going to go against Nick Horst. That'll be his second, team 6th.
So next foul, Redbirds will be in the bonus.
Collinsville outscored Quincy 15 to 13 in that second quarter. There is a Nick Horst 2-pointer. After another turnover by Alton, they get it up quickly.
Yeah, Collinsville's responded well. Alton decided to try to go ahead and outrun us, and Collinsville responded well, and they're not going to let it happen.
That was a nice shot there by Kobe Taylor. He was under the basket almost and threw up kind of a slingshot, hook shot at the same time, and it went in.
Yeah, that was nice.
Here is Chambers just outside the lane. He gets double teamed, kicks it out to Wilkinson. Wilkinson gets hip checked, and that's allowed in hockey, but I didn't think it was in basketball. But Alton's going to turn it into a dunk shot there by Clantonell.
Yeah, nice left-handed dunk by Clantonell on the turnover by Collinsville.
Oh, southpaw dunk.
Yes, sir.
54-38. Collinsville in front. Wilkinson gets it over to Weisinger. He'll launch another long 3, and he'll hit nothing but the bottom of that net. Weisinger now with a third 3-point shot, and the last 2 have come from the ketchup bottle.
As Jerry Sulky would say, oh, baby.
A dribble of Clantonell from the free throw line. Hits another one. And Clantonell continues to pile up the points. We have a timeout called by the Alton Redbirds. 60-second timeout. We're back in just about that amount of time on the Kahok Sports Network. Got vinyl? Rich's Record Emporium in Uptown Collinsville can take care of all of your vinyl needs and more. You can peruse through thousands of records, from country to hard-to-find jazz, and classic rock is always in stock at Rich's Record Emporium. Used vinyl, new vinyl, and hard-to-find vinyl. Don't forget to check out the audio room at Rich's, where you can check out the latest in audio gear, from new top-of-the-line speakers to turntables and receivers, plus all of the accessories. Rich's has t-shirts, record cleaners, turntable needles, wall art, and so much more. If you can't find what you're looking for at Rich's, they will do their best to find it for you. Don't forget to mention seeing this ad on the Kahok Sports Network for a 10% discount at checkout. Rich's Record Emporium, 131 West Main Street in Collinsville, or call 618-795-1333 or online at richesrecordemporium.com. Back here at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium, Dr. Chris McCluskey and myself were just having a little conversation with Chris Kuznerek, the athletic director at Alton, who used to be the athletic director here and former coach. He was the coach before Coach Lee took over. We were talking about Dylan Dudley, the head coach for Alton. I like this comment about he brings a Red Bull to work. He's like, dude, you don't need that.
You don't need that. He has plenty of energy.
Yeah,
I like the way he coaches the game.
Yeah.
Down there patting a kid on the leg right now. He champions these kids. It's nice to see.
More backcourt pressure being put on by Alton, and that's going to result in a foul handed out to Hassani Elliott. One number one against the other number one against Matt Shelton, and it's bonus time. It's been bonus time for the Kahawks at the free throw line, so that's going to put Matt Shelton at the free throw line, where he is just 0 for 1 this year. He's going to break that right now. Told you.
Nice work. You're on a roll tonight, Todd.
It's called foreshadowing.
Foreshadowing. Todd has a crystal ball over here
That's
in the booth,
right.
folks.
Yeah, my amethyst in my pocket. Shelton with the next one, and he hits both of them. How about that? Now he's above 50%.
Love it.
59-40. As we have about 2 minutes expired almost here in this fourth quarter. Alton with the ball. They trail by 19 points. Out front it goes to Elliott. Elliott with a dribble drive, and into the paint he goes and just pushes Matt Shelton out of the way with that shoulder to the chest. Didn't matter. Shelton's the one who ends up with the rebound, and Shelton is the one who travels.
Took one too many steps on that spin move.
Speaking of a lot of energy.
Yeah.
Matt Shelton came with tons tonight.
He certainly did, and good for him. Good for him. You know, he's one of those
we'll
kids.
See him on the baseball team this spring?
Yeah, you will. And I've never, he's one of those kids that anytime you say his name, all the other kids say, man, I love that kid.
Yeah.
You know, he just brings great energy.
Baseball season right around the corner. Spring sports will start in the middle of March. A little underhanded put up by Elliott wouldn't fall. Rebound belongs to Collinsville. K-Hawks bring it up. Here is Horace. Horace will cut across the midcourt logo, give it up to Weisinger. Weisinger standing on the cursive writing that says Virgil Fletcher Gym on the far side. Gets it in. Oh, a dunk that almost didn't go in by Zach Chambers.
How did that ball go through? He walked.
Yeah.
Yeah, he looked to pass, and there was nobody there. Speaking of baseball, did you see the uniform reveal this week?
I did, yeah, I did see that.
Those things are sharp. So I don't know who's responsible for that, but nice work.
Going to have to hit up Coach Swip for one of those.
I was thinking the same thing.
I got an old one that Coach Trapp gave me about 6 years ago, and it's one of those old gray ones. I like it, but I'd like to have one of those new ones. There's another one. I thought he was going to dunk that one too, but Chambers held up a little bit. Now Zach with 14 points on the night.
Yeah, great night for the junior Chambers.
Fly-by by the daughter?
Yep, that's right.
Little fly-by action.
Little Camden Julia tapped me on the back. Usually she holds her hand out after that, you know.
Yeah. Oh, Junior Brown into the game with his first 2 points. There's a fingertip roll by Wilkinson to answer. And Wilkinson now with 19 points. Back the other way we go. And Clantonell with another 2-pointer. It's like back and forth trap shoot going on here.
It certainly is. That was a nice full court pass.
How many times have we seen this going on? Chambers gets a pass just outside the lane, turns around and puts it in, this time off the glass.
He's got that nice little left-handed shot. It's almost a baby hook. Kind of got squared up that time, but he made it count, and he'll have a chance to add a bucket or a point to his bucket.
Kobe Taylor picked up his 4th foul, so he's in danger of fouling out of this game, so he'll go to the bench. Here is Chambers at the free throw line for the first time tonight, and he can't get that one to fall.
Look at little Matt Shelton. Get in position. And he earned a jump ball, so that's going to keep the ball on Collinsville's side of the floor. Charlie hustled down there.
Yeah.
Call him little Pete Rose.
Rex Hudler.
Rex Hudler, that's right.
Here is Weisinger over into the far side corner. Has the ball knocked out of his hands by Clantonell. 4:34 to go here in this 4th quarter. Nicky Tony inbounds. Does so to Remar. Turns around and he is fouled after the missed shot. 2 throws coming up here. And that is going to be a 3rd on Blake Hall.
Yeah, all of a sudden whistles are blowing. And the clock has not been ticking much here lately.
No. Remar to the free throw line for the first time tonight, and he'll miss off to the left-hand side.
Speaking of baseball, big congrats to Kahok alumni Hayden Yinger. Got invited to big league camp this year for the Blue Jays.
Nice.
So he suited up, I think, yesterday for the first day.
Nice. Also found out today that Scott Rowland is going to don the STL on his cap at the Hall of Fame plaque, so that's kind of cool too.
Very, very cool.
Here is Brown. Brown drives, takes a shot, can't get it to go. Remar gets the rebound for the K-Hawks, and it gets knocked out of bounds by Alton, so Collinsville will get to keep it. As we have big number 24, Kristen Harden, a senior in for Alton. 6 foot, and he's a tree trunk.
Yes, he is. That I hope he was on their football team. He's built like a football player.
Yeah. I need to find your little roster you gave me because now I do have a number 15 that came into the game. And since we already know that Tyrus Jones is wearing 5, who's wearing 15? It does not say, does it?
No, it does not.
All right. Guess we'll find out here in a little bit when if Mr. Chambers calls his name. Here's a big 3-point shot. That one misses the mark from Stampley, and the rebound belongs to Collinsville. Kahok's trying to break that press, bring it back up. Here is Shelton. Zigzags his way up across the line as we are halfway through quarter number 4. 68-44 in favor of Collinsville. Out front we go to Wilkinson. Wilkinson gets it to Weisinger. Weisinger just outside the lane for Remar. Remar backs his way into the paint, gets a little separation off the glass and in for 2 more.
Yeah, nice move by the senior Remar.
They get that ball up quickly, and now we're going to have a foul against Remar. That'll be his 2nd. just as Stampley was heading toward the bucket.
Yeah, he just got his body under Stampley. Nice show of sportsmanship. Remar reached down to help the young man up. His teammates came to get him up, but you always like to see that.
To the free throw line, Stampley, 65% free throw shooter on the year, somewhere close to that.
A little better now as he connects with the first of 2 free throws.
70-45 in favor of Collinsville. Another shot, and that one's good as well. Byron Stampley Jr., a 6'2" senior. Here is Weisinger. Weisinger being shadowed by Clanton L., and Clanton L. is going to pick up a foul.
Alton called off the full court press, but Clanton L. pressuring the ball all the way up the court. Got his body into Weisinger.
Weisinger at the free throw line tonight comes in 63 of 84, good for 75%. And his first try from the charity stripe is good.
Looks like we've got sophomore Chase Reynolds coming into the game to give Nicky Tony a break.
Chase Reynolds was the second leading scorer in the JV loss. He had 13. Darius Williams had 14. Weisinger has that one roll all the way around the rim, and after a couple of bobbles, Alton comes away with the rebound, and here is Clanton L. And almost threw that one away. Over in front of the bench it goes, a little reverse layup, and that's good for Stampley Jr.
Man, nice move to go up and under. Good for a bucket.
Wow,
here comes
Wilkinson. Lead
Wilkinson.
pass, Wilkinson, and he does a little underhand layup.
He returned the favor, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. 3-point shot from the wing, and that one's good for Clanton L. That's his second three-pointer of the night.
Man, how many points does Clanton L have tonight?
He's got a bunch. He's got more than anybody in the game, I believe. 20. Oh, falling down over that play was Weisinger.
25.
25, yeah.
L.
Yeah, I've got. I'm almost running out of space to put more points down for him.
Right.
And we have another newcomer into the game, number 25. Sims, is that what he said? I got a Sims. I got a Sims that was wearing number 32.
Not sure.
Trayshawn Sims, 6'1" sophomore. Here's a shot, no good. Rebound. That belongs to Brown. He'll dump it off underneath, and that is. Okay, I got that one wrong, didn't I? I don't even have an Atkins on. Oh, yeah, I do. Chris Atkins. Okay. He was on my list as number 30.
They must have gotten their bags mixed up in the locker room. Who knows?
I don't know, man. I thought they might have had home and away jerseys. That could be it, too.
Right.
But I only have a list of one set of jerseys. Foul belongs to Junior Brown. That's his first. To the free throw line is Chase Reynolds. Reynolds off to the right on that one. And Chase Reynolds, 3 of 5 on the year. 60-second timeout coming your way. And we'll be back here in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
At Visionary Wealth Advisors, we empower you to see your future before it's your future. To create your inheritance. To build your vision. To anticipate the known and unknown. And to find potential in both. And build new dawns. Visionary Wealth Advisors.
Visit Brad Keene at his Collinsville office at 106 North Clinton or call 618-467-8420. Once again, we welcome you back to Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium here at Collinsville High School. Number 15 is Kanai Lacey, 6'1" sophomore. I don't even have him on my roster at all.
Well, welcome to the game, Mr. Lacey.
Yeah. And that one was good. by Chase Reynolds. He made 1 out of 2. Collinsville up 74-53. A dribble drive by Brown. Cuts right through the paint. Ball rolls all the way around the rim on him. And Collinsville ends up with another rebound. That is their 25th rebound of the night. Almost falling down on that one was Wilkinson, and the ball ended up in the hands of Weisinger. Now Matt Shelton. Over to Wilkinson. Under 2 minutes to go here in this fourth quarter. And Remar, what a nice feed there from Weisinger.
Nice pass and a nice bucket by the senior Remar.
Remar was shut out in the first half. He now has 7 points. There's a big, long three-point shot. That one misses the mark, and the rebound belongs to Collinsville once again. Kahawks bring it back up. Here is Weisinger. Weisinger into the perimeter, just outside. Gives it for Matt Shelton. A big, long three-point shot. Good.
Look at Matt Shelton's stat line tonight, Todd.
Feeling it tonight, isn't he?
Good for him. Look at that. His last shot on this court is a three-pointer that's good. I think he'll be, unless they leave him in.
We have a timeout call, or what's going on? Because Collinsville is huddling up and Alton's not.
We went with the substitution.
Okay, I got you. Bringing in the JVers. You got Carnahan, Talbot, Evan Wilkinson. Chase Reynolds stays out there along with Matt Shelton. Carnahan got into this game early, picked up a couple of fouls and was removed, and this is his first time being back in.
Yeah, he did a good job while he was in, giving Remar a break.
Oh, big three-point shot there. That one misses, and Collinsville ends up with another rebound. And it's going to turn into 2 points for Chase Reynolds. Reynolds now with 3 as we have 1 minute to go here in this game.
Yeah, great job running the floor and good outlet pass. Nice to see these younger guys get some time on the varsity court.
There's Brown, and he gets checked from behind by Matt Shelton. And a 1-and-1 opportunity here after Shelton picks up his third foul, and to the free throw line will be Junior Brown. No good. Rebound belongs to Mr. Talbot, 6'10" sophomore for Collinsville.
Talbot's got himself a couple boards here tonight.
Yeah. And dump off for Chase, and he'll pop and drop. And Reynolds is feeling it off the bench.
I was going to say, Chase Reynolds with the hot hand. Give me the ball.
Back to Alton, another big three-point try, no good, and the rebound belongs to Alton once again, and they'll bring it back and miss on that particular shot, and then a little tussle for the ball, and Carnahan wasn't backing down at all.
No, Stanley's a big, strong kid.
And Evan Wilkinson for 3, hits the inside of the rim, popped up, and Alton takes care of that rebound. They bring it back up with just 5 seconds left to play. A dribble drive by Brown. He'll pop it and drop it as well. And that'll do it. 83-55 in favor of your Collinsville Kahawks. And the Kahawks will end the season at 20-11, 7-5 in Southwestern Conference play. And Alton will drop down to 6-24, and they were 0-12 in conference play this year. And the only thing that's next, playoffs, man. Playoffs.
Regional up in Quincy. You got it. So it's a fun year, Todd.
Yeah.
This is it for us for this year's campaign. And, my brain's already flipped to baseball, buddy.
I know.
So
I'm sure you got a junior pitcher on your hands tonight this year, don't you?
Yep, they've been working hard, and you'll probably see Cole on the mound quite a bit this year for your Kahawks.
Looking forward to it. Thank you once again,
All
sir.
right, Todd.
Appreciate you during football and basketball season.
Yes, sir.
Maybe one of these days, if Mr. Ken Oberfeld can't show up, I can get you on the microphone.
That'd be great. We'd love to do it.
All right, thanks, man.
Thanks,
Appreciate
Todd.
it.
Take care.
All right, post-game show comes your way next after a brief timeout here on the Kahawk Sports Network.
Do you have a big land improvement project that requires some outside help? Call Petroff Trucking Company. The Petroff Companies have been shaping the metro area since 1975. Family owned and operated, Petroff Trucking Company can do the job and do it right. Hauling, excavating, and grading, they do that and more. Petroff Companies also has roll-off dumpster rentals. They also specialize in dirt and rock sales. Petroff Trucking Company can help you develop your land for your needs. Petroff Trucking Company. Check out their website, petrofftrucking.com, or give them a call, 618-797-6100. Petroff Trucking Company, shaping the metro area since 1975.
The Junior Service Club of Collinsville has been a proud supporter of KahokSports.com and the Kahok Sports Network from day one. Since 1934, the Junior Service Club of Collinsville has been providing women in the community an opportunity to make a difference with fundraisers and projects, all that go towards helping the needy in Collinsville. If you would like any information on any event sponsored by the Collinsville Junior Service Club, head to Facebook, type in Collinsville Junior Service Club, and then click on the event tab. We thank the Collinsville Junior Service Club for their continued support of the Kahok Sports Network and KahokSports.com.
Hi, Purple and White fans. This is Dan Mode, class of 1989. I'm with New American Funding. Myself and New American Funding are proud sponsors of Kahok Athletics. As we have great coaches at CHS on all the courts, fields, and tracks, we like to coach you through the home buying process and refinance process. If there's ever anything we can do, I can be reached at 618-973-5343 or www.danmodeloans.com. Let's support our student athletes at CHS. They deserve the best. Thank you for your time, and go Kahawks.
All Pro Tees in Caseyville is your place for custom apparel and has been for over 20 years now. Why? All Pro Tees can handle any size project, big or small, and they specialize in large group orders. At All Pro Tees, quality is number one on their list of priorities, as is evident by their excellent customer service. Did we mention All Pro Tees has over 20 years of experience? They can even help with fundraisers and event merchandising for your group. So for all of your apparel needs, for civic groups, sports teams, business outings, or even a family reunion, your apparel needs stop at All Pro Tees. All Pro Tees in Caseyville, right across the street from Kahok Stadium. Online at allprotees.com or on Facebook at All Pro Tees. Or call All Pro Tees at 344-2200. Pack Mail of Collinsville, locally owned and operated by Ryan Combs. Pack Mail can ship anything, anywhere. They treat you like a neighbor because, well, you are a neighbor. Pack Mail offers shipping materials and containers, private mailboxes, as well as climate-controlled self-storage. Visit Pack Mail at 407 Beltline Road in Collinsville. Online, WeShipSt.Louis.com or call Pack Mail at 346-4884.
Collinsville Barbecue Supply, home of Code 3 Spices, is first responder owned by proud Kahok alums. Located at 302 East Main Street, Collinsville Barbecue Supply is one-of-a-kind barbecue headquarters that focuses on everything barbecue and cooking, providing the best American-made barbecue grills, in-person class instruction, smokers, rubs, sauces, accessories, and cooking expertise from professional barbecue experts, including an in-house chef and pit master. Code 3 Spices provides award-winning rubs and sauces that support our nation's first responder and military organizations that focus on providing aid to the fallen, suicide prevention, and PTSD awareness. Stop by and see the guys at Collinsville Barbecue Supply for all of your cooking and grilling needs. Collinsville Barbecue Supply, home of the 4-time World Championship Patriot Sauce. Learn more about their products and mission in giving back to those who serve at CollinsvilleBarbecue.com.
And once again, we welcome you back to Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. Season finale goes down into the books as a 83-55 win by your Collinsville Kahawks on the varsity side. Joining us now, JV head coach and the assistant coach on the varsity side. That would be Mr. Eric Anderson. How you doing, Coach?
Good, Todd. How you doing?
Not too bad, man. All right, let's talk about your JVers first. Lost tonight, 53-46. It was a valiant comeback effort, though, in the fourth quarter. I mean, you guys were down by 13 and made a game out of it.
Yeah, I was proud of the effort. You know, they played hard, and we made some shots late, got us back in the game a little bit. But, you know, that's a much improved Redbird JV team. And talking to Chris Kusnerick, their athletic director, he said they've won 5 out of their last 6. You know, they're playing pretty well, and they got some kids that I don't remember last time we played them, and, you know, I think they maybe got healthy or something. But, yeah, they're a pretty decent JV team, a lot of quickness out there. And, you know, we didn't play our best game tonight, but I was proud of the effort at the end. They never quit, you know, and we made it a game at the end.
Guys finished 11-7 on the JV side because your season officially ended tonight. So kind of wrap up your season. Tell me about what you thought of your season.
You know, a typical JV season, you know, it's a lot of ups and downs. But overall, I look at the JV season as a developmental level. and a lot of guys got some valuable minutes out there, and we had some different lineups depending on the night and depending on who was going to be playing some major varsity minutes, but that's the life of the JV level, and but overall I was happy with it. Coming in I wasn't real sure what to expect, but our post players progressed as we went along, and and our guards did a nice job, and we were a little turnover prone at times, and I'm always complaining about that, but then I look at the stats and the other team had a bunch too. It's just the life of the JV level, but overall it was a good season. If you can get over 10 wins at the JV level, I'm happy.
Yeah.
And we did that.
You got some good guys coming up too that'll be seeing some varsity minutes next year, especially Stanley Carnahan. I like the way he plays. I like it when he comes in to the varsity side of things. He's going to be a good one.
Yeah, Stanley's got room to grow too. I mean, he's going to get stronger, and he might even get another inch or two. Who knows? But yeah, he's got a lot of upside to him, and he's got to figure out a little bit more defensively at the varsity level because the speed of the game changes drastically, and he's starting to figure that out a little bit. But and he's getting some valuable experience here this year, and I think over the summer he puts a ton of work into it. His work ethics is great. He's a true basketball player, and that's all he plays. And we look for big things from him, and he's got a chance to be a 2-year starter the next couple of years.
Yeah. All right, let's move over to the varsity side. Big win for your team tonight. Win number 20, back-to-back years with 20 wins.
Yeah, and like I was just talking about JV level, we can get to 10. That's kind of the benchmark for us. And, in varsity level, we want to get 20 wins every year. And, and this did it for us. And overall, it was a good game. We came in, and they're a dangerous team. They really shoot the three a lot. And if they're making them, they can really put some pressure on you. And obviously, they struggled to guard Zach Chambers inside tonight and Adam Remar a little bit, and we were able to get some rebounds. But we took away their two best shooters and really contained them. And I think Hall and Stampley, I know 0 and 4, those guys can really shoot it. And if they're on, they can be dangerous. And we focused on them, and they had a couple other guys step up and score for them a little bit. But we didn't let their main two weapons get going, and I think that was the difference.
Talking about senior night, Matt Shelton was feeling it, wasn't he, off the bench?
I love that kid. Man, he just brings energy to the team, and it's not easy for a senior to not always get the playing time that they want, and his attitude is just awesome. I mean, he's a leader in practice. He's going to win the sprints, and he's just full go at all times. He only has one speed, and it's full throttle, and and the kids love him. He's a great teammate. And when he gets this opportunity to play, for a little bit, like tonight, he got in. We're thinking, let's get him in for a minute, give someone a break. And next thing you know, we couldn't take him off the floor.
Yeah.
And he played for a while, and he really helped us. And, and I think we're looking forward to the postseason. Maybe he can give us some good minutes there, too.
Yeah, Jake Wilkinson, one of the other three seniors, led the way tonight for your Collinsville team with 21 points. He had a good night.
Yeah, Jake, he scored the ball well tonight, and hopefully that gives him some confidence because I know he's had some games recently where he didn't play as well as he hoped to his standard and didn't shoot it as well. But tonight maybe he'll get some confidence. Saw the ball go in the bucket a few times. And, what did he have, 20?
21.
21 points? Yeah, that was a good game for Jake.
Yeah, and let's not forget about the other senior, Adam Remar, did some yeoman's work down there in the paint. Didn't get any points in the first half, but ended up with 7. It was a good night for him, a normal night for him.
Yeah, and he's still hobbled. He's got the sprained ankle, and he's trying to come back. And we definitely wanted to get him on the floor tonight for senior night if he could go. And he said he could go, and he's been getting treatment from our athletic trainers. They do a great job. They're getting him back on the floor, and he taped it up, and he gave it a go tonight. We wanted to limit his minutes. We really want to have him for Wednesday next week and for postseason. So, yeah, he did a nice job. He probably could have played a little more, but we kind of erred on the conservative side just because of the way the game was going. So, yeah, Adams had a good year, and he gave us some good contributions tonight.
All right, let's look to the future now. Your next game is going to be in the playoffs, a regional semifinal at Quincy against Edwardsville. Man, I don't know what's going on with Edwardsville. They give you guys fits this year. You lose to Edwardsville twice, but you beat East St. Louis twice, which is a state-ranked team. So explain.
Well, you can't start trying to figure out the parity within the conference because it's just any given night. Like you said, they got us twice. I think they shot it really well both times. We did not. Last game, we didn't shoot it horrible. We just didn't play real well and execute our offense like we can. And, yeah, I mean, it's just one of those matchups. It's any given night. And like you said, we beat East St. Louis twice, and they're probably trying to figure out how we did that to them.
Right.
And And then you look amongst the conference and you see O'Fallon, losing to Belleville West one time, and you start looking around, and yeah, it's just all I can say is it's any given night, and we're gonna be ready for Wednesday, that's for sure.
I was talking to Andy Sidwell today because we work at the Hollywood Heights School together, and I'm like, I think that Coach Lee just played his cards close to the vest in that game because he knew he was going to be playing them again and didn't want to show them everything. I don't know if that's true or not.
And without giving anything away, yeah, we got some ideas we want to do that we didn't really want to show, and you try to win every game, though. So, I mean, there wasn't a whole lot we're holding back. We just got to play better. We had some guys get some open looks last game and against Edwardsville, and they didn't make them. And they had some guys come off their bench, and they made them. So sometimes it just comes down to just flat out making some shots, and you followed us all year, and when we're making shots, we're going to be a very hard team to guard. But if we're struggling from the perimeter a little bit, it's going to be a little tougher. So we don't feel like we played our best game against them a couple times. So, we're hoping to just come out and play well. That's our goal. Just come out, play well, and the wins and losses, and they take care of themselves. All
right, final question before we let you go and enjoy your senior night festivities with the guys. You were at the Hall of Fame ceremonies last night. How cool was that?
That was awesome. You know what? I thought it'd be kind of neat, and my wife and I went. We were excited to go, and I just thought it'd be kind of cool. It was really, really good. I learned a lot. There's so much history in Collinsville, and just to see all those guys, Fred Riddle got up there. I could have listened to him talk all night.
Yeah.
And I wanted story after story, and and I found myself almost tearing up at times just listening to that because it was just a really cool experience, and I thought it was put on very well. Clay Smith, Dr. Skurdich, like the whole committee, like. There's a lot of work that went into that.
Yeah.
And I'm busy during basketball, and I can't take credit for hardly anything. I did dust the trophies that were on display. I will take credit for that.
I lent my voice to like 6 of the videos. That was my accomplishment.
Yeah. So, no, the committee did awesome. And for the first year, I mean, there's a few minor hiccups that people probably didn't even notice that Clay, was making notes, and he wants to correct for next year. But my only suggestion for next year is let's make it a little longer.
Yeah.
The first social, just running into people, getting to see people you haven't seen in a while, alumni coming back. I thought that was awesome. So, yeah, really, really nicely done, and I thought it was a great night.
Thanks for hanging out with us during the post-game shows on most of these games, and we'll see you Wednesday.
All right, Todd. Appreciate it. Thanks as always.
That is Eric Anderson, the JV head coach and your varsity assistant coach. We thank him for visiting with us. Let's go ahead and wrap up by giving you the final numbers. Collinsville had a 13-6 lead after 1 quarter of play, and they took that 7-point lead and blossomed it out to a 16-point lead. 24-15, they outscored Alton in the second quarter. Came out to the floor in the third quarter. Collinsville outscored Alton 15-13, had a 52-34 lead after 3 quarters of play. Alton turned up the power in that fourth quarter. They scored 21 points, but Collinsville scored 31 points in that fourth quarter, and that gives us our 83-55 final. Jake Wilkinson, the leading scorer for Collinsville, but the leading scorer in the game was Prince Clanton L. He ended up with 25 points in this contest. No one else on his team made it to double digits. 7 for Byron Stampley Jr. and Kobe Taylor, 4 for Junior Brown, 5 for Hassani Elliott, and 3 points for Blake Hall. Told you about Jake's 21 points. After that, Jamari Weisinger with 10. Zach Chambers ended up with 16, and Nick Horace ended up with 12. Collinsville had 4 double-digit scores. 8 points for Matt Shelton off of the bench. 7 points for Adam Remar, 5 for Chase Reynolds, and 4 for Stanley Carnahan. Collinsville out-rebounded Alton in this game 27-15. Kahawks turned the ball over 9 times. Alton turned the ball over 8 times. And from the lines, Collinsville went 8 of 16 from the free throw line after starting 0 for 3 in the first half, while Alton hit 8 of 9 free throws. And then from the three-point stripe, Alton with 23 three-point shots, only 5 of them managed to come in. Collinsville ended up going 9 of 15 from the three-point stripe. That is going to do it for us from here tonight. A big thank you to Clay Smith joining us during the pregame interview, talking about that Hall of Fame induction ceremony last night. Another big thank you goes out to Dr. Chris McCluskey, as always, joining us for the home games. And a big thank you again to Eric Anderson joining us in the postgame show. And as always, thank you to Zach Roseman, who provides us with information and the out-of-town scores as well. So Zach and I will be joining you from Quincy on Wednesday because Chris Kettler, he has to keep the scorebook during the game, so he won't be allowed to or won't be able to join us on the air. So myself and Zach Roseman will be driving to Quincy. 7:30 start is what it's scheduled for, but again, Quincy and Alton take the floor at 6 o'clock, so when that game ends, we'll be on the air with our pregame show somewhere around 7:15, something like that. So until Wednesday from Quincy for 4A regional semifinal action, my name is Todd Duke. Everyone have yourselves a fantastic weekend.